Hello, I am Aviva Lee, reporting live for Israel 24/6 TV. Today is the 30th of December 2007. Thank you for joining this special edition of Fact Without Commentary. Last evening, shortly after 9:30, here in Jerusalem, the spokesperson for the Israel Defense Forces lifted a censure on a military operation that took place a few weeks ago. Following is the text of the announcement, and I quote: "In a joint IDF and ISA operation several weeks ago, a truck was caught at one of the crossing points in Judea and Samaria carrying approximately 6.5 tons of potassium nitrate. The potassium nitrate was disguised in sugar bags and was intended for use by terrorists in the Gaza Strip. Potassium nitrate is a banned substance in the Gaza Strip and the Judea and Samaria region due to its use by terrorists for the manufacturing of explosives and Qassam rockets." End quote. It was further explicitly stated by the IDF spokesperson that the terror organizations disguised the potassium nitrate in sugar bags that were marked as being part of the humanitarian aid provided by the European Union. The spokesperson's report ended by noting that this is yet another example of how the terror organizations exploit Israel's approval of the delivery of humanitarian aid to the civilian population in the Gaza Strip. Also, just before Shabbat last week, it was announced that during a joint IDF and ISA operation on Thursday, the 27th of December, several military operations were carried out in the central Gaza Strip. It is now known that during one of those operations that Mr. Muhammad Abdullah, a senior Islamic Jihad terrorist, was killed. 3 other members of the Islamic Jihad terrorist organization were injured. Mr. Abdullah was 43 years of age and a resident of Wadi Gaza, also known as Hamouch Raqqa. He was a senior leader of the terrorist organization Islamic Jihad in central Gaza. He was in charge of weapons manufacturing, in particular Qassam rockets and mortar shells. The sovereign state of Israel documents daily that these rockets and mortars are being launched at IDF soldiers charged with the military duty to protect and safeguard the sovereign state of Israel and her citizens. It is common knowledge that Israeli communities in the western Negev are being attacked daily with Qassam rockets and mortar shell fire. Mr. Abdullah was actively involved in the planning and execution of terrorist attacks on the Israeli home front. It is also known that Mr. Abdullah planned attacks against Israel's military forces, including an attempted attack on the Marmurek position in September of this year. Prior to the military operation in which Mr. Abdullah was killed as a hostile combatant, Israel's soldiers identified hitting 2 other Islamic Jihad terrorists who were equipped with weapons given to them by Mr. Abdullah and other Islamic Jihad terrorist operatives. And that concludes this special edition of Fact Without Commentary. I am Aviva Lee, reporting live in Jerusalem from room 903 for Israel 24/6 TV. Thank you and Shalom.